Oh, yeah. That's gross. Father de Smet was not the only priest to accept the Iroquois and Salish invitation. I could not find a picture of a French priest, Nicolas Pointe, but I want to show you this picture over here. Father Nicolas Pointe was an artist, and he watercolored that painting there, and that is his interpretation of the arrival of the black robes. So I thought, that's much better than nothing. So there's an idea of Father Pointe. There was also an Italian Jesuit. Change pictures. Gregory Mengarini. He was a physician and a musician. And he joined Father de Smet along with 3 lay brothers. So the lay brothers were William Plaisance, who was a carpenter, Brother Joseph Specht, a blacksmith, and Charles Hewitt, who had a reputation of being a jack of all trades. So Father de Smet named the town of St. Mary's Village. The St. Mary's Village didn't last that long, but that's what it started off right away as. In 1841, the mission, the peak, and the river were named St. Mary's. But 50 years later, the Bitterroot National Forestry Service renamed the river the Bitterroot River. Young Ignace and Peter Goucher, Peter Goucher was nicknamed Left-Handed Peter, met Father de Smet, and Father de Smet wanted to come to the Bitterroot to assist the Salish Indian desire for Catholicism. Young Ignace stayed in Iowa with Father de Smet, but Peter returned to the valley to share the good news. The trip nearly killed him, but he made it back here. In March of 1840, Father de Smet and young Ignace began their long and difficult journey. And this is such an interesting story. I loved learning this story. Traveling first by steamboat up the Mississippi, they soon switched to horseback. Father de Smet, plagued by attacks of malaria, rode until he could no longer stay in the saddle. Ill and traveling in the wagon over roadless, rough terrain, Father de Smet found himself thrown, this is a quote, in the most singular positions. He stated, "Now my feet would be in the air. Now I would find myself hidden like a thief between boxes and bundles, cold as an icicle or covered with sweat and burning like